You were there before we came. You took the hurt, you took the shame. They built the walls to block your way. You beat them down, you won the day. It isn't safe, it wasn't fair. You taught them all, you made them care. Yes, you were there, and thanks to you, there's now a door we all walk through for all to see. Yes, I am here to be the best that we could be. Yes, you were there. 'Cause you were there. As you remember, 10 years that Michael Jackson has been resting, we all look back on his legacy, what he's accomplished, and what has transpired since he's took the final breath. Michael Jackson was merely just a human who wanted to get the good word out and help anyone in need. Michael was a father, had 3 children to raise, and now for the rest of their lives they have to grow up without their father. Life is strange. Michael was special to each and every one of us in our own way. We thought of him as something special. I don't think that, personally for me, I don't think that the loss of him and the grievance will ever go away. It's sad how everything has ended up. His mother on her deathbed, now bedridden. His father, almost a year ago, asked to be taken off of life support and died 2 days later on June 27th. The same happened to Barbara Bush. She asked to be taken off life support. 2 days later, she died. Same for her husband, President George H.W. Bush. Asked to be taken off life support. Died 2 days later. And probably the worst of all, the worst death of 2018, probably the 2 worst deaths that hit us, that hit me the most, was not from Joseph Jackson, but from Stan Lee and Steven Hillenburg. No one knew Steven Hillenburg had ALS. No one knew. But he sent shockwaves when he died. Stan Lee, we knew he had pneumonia, but he still wanted to shoot a movie. And honestly, since Venom, that's the last movie that we saw him in, and I went to go see it. To be honest, I don't think it's right to make a 3D copy of Stan Lee and put him in movies and making cameos. That's sure, I know that's probably what he wanted, but let's just enjoy the cameos that we had. But Michael Jackson, he said something for the new millennia, the new century, the new decade. How one man who had died could break the internet, could cause Wikipedia to crash, Twitter to go haywire, to have AOL have the firewalls be breached. Nobody could handle that day looking up Michael Jackson. Wikipedia couldn't handle the edits, so they just flat out crashed in on itself. At 3:15, approximately, all the sites that I have listed beforehand all crashed simultaneously. Facebook, AOL, Twitter, Wikipedia. It got to the point where it went up to the president and they thought it was a hacker attack. No one's ever seen anything like this. Not since Princess Di or September 11th. Or when John Lennon was killed. Or when Elvis died. Time magazine had not, throughout all the events that happened before Michael died, had not printed a special print issue for Time magazine since September 11th. Michael Jackson was the first person or the first event that happened to be printed as a special print for Time magazine since September 11th. And unfortunately, due to my lack of funds at the time, I picked up a special magazine from Future. It's the reprint issue of the Michael Jackson story, the 10th anniversary edition. Now, if I had a second copy, I'd be more than happy to give it away. But there are so many pictures in here that I just can't explain how good these look. But Michael led a full and very fulfilling life. He showed us love, magic, believing in hope. He gave us a new frontier of someone who could not only defy the laws of physics, but defy the laws of gravity, defy the laws of racial barriers, defy the laws of breaking his own world records, defying the laws of fashion. The only known musical record that has actually beat Thriller, which Wikipedia considers an achievement, but to the national records is not really considered in this category, was Journey's Greatest Hits Live or something like that. That doesn't count. It's a compilation. Compilations albums doesn't really count as most sold. Now I like now I like that album, but it doesn't really count. Now there's if there's one last thing that I could acknowledge about Michael is that he gave us all that we wanted, even when his heart couldn't give it. He would spend countless hours putting batteries in toys and then going to the hospitals and giving them to children. On his off days, he would at least try to make it to one hospital. He didn't care if he was sick. He didn't care if it was raining, snowing, or even for God's sakes, there was a tornado. If there was a tornado, he didn't care. He wanted to make them children happy. And Conrad Robert Murray, An American Scheme, or otherwise known as John Odenham, Oprah Winfrey, James Safechuck, and the infamous Wade Robson, along with Harvey Weinstein, HBO, Channel 4, and the creators of Leaving Neverland, I have one last clever message for you. Hippity hoppity, get the hell off of Michael's property, suck his dick, and get the hell away from him. You stop mooching him for his money. Burn in hell, like you were supposed to. Go back to the fiery depths of hell. Thank you. Just mooching off of Michael, and for what? A dead man. He deserves a little bit more respect. You know, burn in hell. Oprah Winfrey, how could you? Safechuck and Robson, he personally helps you guys. Channel 4, HBO, and whatever else is out there. Why are you promoting this? You're not getting anything from it. And An American Scheme. We all know that you're a Michael Jackson fan. We all know that you want to prove that Billie Jean is really Diana Ross. But there are several follow-ups, and I'm not saying I'm joining your side. I just want to give you some information to try and help you fully understand more about Billie Jean. Billie Jean is a real person by the name of Chandra Coleman, who stalked Michael and Randy, claiming that both of them was the mother of each of her twins. Father of each of her twins. It got so bad to the point where she told Michael in a letter, in a parcel, to commit suicide with a gun that she sent. Turns out that she was in a mental, that she had mental issues and she had escaped the mental asylum. He had her put back in, and that's the end of that. Now, it's no lie that Michael was a womanizer and he had plenty of ladies throughout his life. One of them was Brooke Shields. No, I do believe that Brooke Shields may have been the reason why Michael wrote Remember the Time. But it could be Lisa Presley. Now, Who Is It is based off of a song, well, it's based off of a true Michael Jackson event, which is actually my favorite song, where a girl just used him. She didn't love him. But, it's hurtful that Michael had to go the way that he did. Very hurtful. Could he have been saved? Yes. But Michael shed some new light. He wants us to enjoy his music, dead or alive. But either way, nonetheless, I have decided not to do the June 25th special, but instead do a talk show, which I'm doing right now. So instead, I decided to go on with the Victory Tour 10th anniversary, 35th anniversary, and This Is It would be tour 10th anniversary. I will see you all in July. But I will film, since This Is It and the Victory Tour shows, they kind of collide with each other. And I have the family reunion coming up in early July around my birthday. I'm going to film it and then I'm going to upload it on those days. But anyway, travel in the light, shine those penny loafers, fix some sequin socks, fasten that glove, straighten that hat, and boogie down. Live your life off the wall. Show everybody that you are the Thriller and that you are bad, dangerous, and that you'll leave blood on the dance floor, showing, and you already know that you're invincible, and you will make his story. For this is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. I love you all. My first show starts on the 7th. I'll see you in July. As Bo Selecta had said for This Is It, because he was a Michael Jackson fan, he said, this is shit. These are tits? Is the alien coming? Oh, what is it? Jamone. Jamone on the dance floor. Don't stop till you get enough. If you want to be starting something, go out there and do it. This is Dangerous Moonwalker with love, LOVE. Thank you.